vlog series, and this one is all about teaching science. How do you go about teaching science? Myself, I don't enjoy science at all. Didn't enjoy it in school, don't like to do it now. And so I'm very thankful that I have a husband that really enjoys that sort of thing. We don't do it textbook formal style, but he will teach them many things just in life because he's good like that. And so I know there's so much you can do without doing just a formal giving a textbook and teaching a science lesson, and lots of free things online as well. When you're outside at night looking at the stars, if you don't know it, look it up. My husband knows this, thank goodness. And so he'll teach us the North Star, and he'll teach us how to see the Big Dipper, and he'll teach us how to talk about constellations, talk about how the Earth moves, things like that. And that's kind of thing you can do when you're out picking leaves for the fall. Good opportunity to talk to your children about why leaves change color, how we have seasons, why we have seasons, how that helps the earth, how that helps the land and the trees and the plants and the flowers, things like that. Then it can go into animals, and you could talk about why they hibernate on some animals, or why some animals migrate south during the months. So lots of opportunities to do that. You can go outside in your backyard and find ants crawling. You can stick some little food down, and you can maybe catch them carrying off a little bit of snack, and how they just keep working. Or if there's something in the way, they'll all go around it in a row, how they work diligently. There's lots of ways you can do that in real life. You can also get science kits. Those are fun too. We've done those many times over the years. We've done different science experiments. I know a lot of homeschool groups, like Excel classes and enrichment classes, they'll sometimes offer a science course, and that's fun to do too. And you can get lab work done and things like that. And you can also purchase a lot of that stuff online. But for me, it's a little bit more costly. So I figured one of those things, unless my children's going to be like a chemist or a biologist or something, then yeah, we would invest. But none of them have been that way yet. I've made it a goal this year to really do more science experiments, because my children enjoy that kind of thing, like making, the rubber flubber type thing, and making a bouncy ball, and the geode egg shell things. I don't like doing it because it's messy. So we started a little homeschool group here in our little community, and so one of the days that we get together, we are going to have a science experiment day, which works out great because every mom's going to bring different ingredients, and then all the children will get to go home with, we're going to do Play-Doh, we're going to go do the flubber, we're going to do the bouncy ball, and then they can all do it together, and then we can teach them a concept, and then they'll get to go home with a little product that they made for the day. And then I did it. So that's a fun way to do it too. Invite some friends over and do it that way, and then you just get it done and it's done. Because I know that's always the last thing I put on my plate of wanting to do is science experiments. I just let them do it on their own sometimes, but it helps to do that and get them involved. So there's there's just so much. There's lots of videos. You can do the way things work. That book by David McCullough, I think it is, they have a video series on that's written more for younger children, and those go real, just teaching, your children. My favorite we're going to do this year is how things work. So we are going to, because that's more like how everyday things are made. How is a football made? How is gum made? How is my older children, I remember back in the day, Jelly Belly company gave you a free learning kit, and it had a video of how jelly beans were made. And I'm like, how cool is that? And then we got a bag of jelly beans with it, and they were able to see the whole process and learn about it. And so things like that. There's all that free. YouTube has tons of free. How it's made is like a 3-minute video, and you can go and watch it, and they can learn all these things. So that's something we're going to do this year, because it's just real life practical things, and they can really see and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. So lots of ways you can do science without having to do a formal textbook. But there's different things online. Do some research and look things up. I would do videos on YouTube. That's a good way to do it. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I look forward to the next one.